Whoa, Superman. It's time for you to die now. Prepare to die, Superman. Martha. What'd you say? Why'd you say Martha? Martha. What do you mean by that? Don't kill him. It's his mommy's name. Oh, your mom's name Martha? Oh, we're cool now. Now we're friends. Let's go fight Doomsday. Hi, welcome to my review for Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. This movie was directed by Zack Snyder. It stars Ben Affleck as Batman or Bruce Wayne, Henry Cavill as Superman, as well as Clark Kent. It also has Amy Adams, Diane Lane, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, Jeremy Irons, and Gal Gadot, as well as Lawrence Fishburne. So the movie takes place about a year and a half after the events of Man of Steel, the most recent Superman film to come out, and basically Bruce Wayne was actually in Metropolis during the final showdown at the end of Man of Steel, so if you've seen that movie you sort of know what happened, and he saw all the destruction and things that happens and thinks that Superman is bad news. And over the course of the movie, Batman continues to think Superman's bad news and eventually wants to fight Superman. And Superman eventually gets tricked by Lex Luthor into fighting Batman because, spoilers, he kidnaps his mother. And throughout most of the film, people are unsure of what exactly to make of Superman, as well as back in Gotham, you know, people are talking about this bat guy who's branding everybody with like a sort of a bat tattoos. If it sounds like I skipped a lot, it's because the plot, to the point where this plot is a complete mess. I mean, it's just very poorly written, poorly paced, and the build-up is just very lazy, to say the very least. To the point where there even is much of a build-up to the final encounter. I feel like had the plot actually focused on the Batman vs. Superman aspect of Batman vs. Superman, it could have actually been more interesting, but it just doesn't really do that all that much, I'm sad to say. Acting-wise, the movie actually is not too bad. Ben Affleck does a very good job as Batman and Bruce Wayne. Henry Cavill, I'm not really much of a Superman guy, but I guess he's okay. Jesse Eisenberg, I just don't buy much as Lex Luthor. I mean, he's a good actor, but I just don't think he feels suited to play Lex Luthor, in my honest opinion. And Ben Affleck's Batman, I'm surprised to say he actually did do a legitimately good job playing the character. He brings a dark, brutal, gritty, and more grown-up, I guess more older Batman / Bruce Wayne than we've seen before in a movie, which definitely was refreshing to see. Supporting cast, for the most part, is fine. You've also got Amy Adams, who's okay, Diane Lane's okay. But of course, a lot of the characters aren't really all that much well utilized, except for like Jeremy Irons. Gal Gadot, who plays Wonder Woman in this movie, does a pretty good job for the few scenes that she's actually in, but she's not really in it for all that long, so to really leave much of an impression. Now, the film does have some redeeming qualities to it. It's a very aesthetically pleasing film to look at, and the fight scenes are pretty good. Specifically, when they finally actually have the fight scene between Batman and Superman, which is way too short, it's pretty good. I just feel like this movie had so much potential and just didn't live up to most or any of it. I mean, it's not Batman and Robin bad, and it's not even really bad in a way that makes me angry. It's just very disappointing. And the plot itself really is just a mess. It's like they had several different storylines going on at once, but didn't really know which one to go with. I just think this movie suffers from identity crisis. It doesn't know what it wants to be. Which is a shame because we had a lot of interesting source material to go from, like the fact that Batman and Superman come from very different, backgrounds and have very different ways of viewing the world, and how does that play out and how they ultimately challenge each other, but it really doesn't explore that all that much. And to the extent there is symbolism in this movie, it's just ham-handed or just thrown in there without much explanation or much, payoff. And all in all, it's just a very disappointing movie. I'm going to give Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice a 2 smiley faces and an angry face out of 5. And that's not me being too nice to this movie. It's just, I don't think it's the worst movie in the world. I do think it's still a pretty poor film. Thank you for watching my Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice review. It's been fun doing my Bat Month. I'm going to start moving on to doing more gaming stuff again. So keep up with my channel. And thanks so much for watching, and peace out.